Hey guys, Alphaeus here. You can call me Mr. Alphaeus or you can call me Mr. Anderson, but bruh, don't think about calling me by my middle name, all right? Not by my middle name. Today we are going to talk about the first book of the Bible. It is Genesis. I love Genesis. Genesis is my favorite book of the Bible. It is easy to read, but you must not underestimate, bruh. Genesis is that deal. Genesis, as a matter of fact, you get the word gene, genetics, you even can get the word generation from Genesis. Generation, gene. So Genesis teaches us how we should act, how we should behave. It's kind of like this. Have you ever heard somebody say, you look like your daddy? You got cheeks like your mama. You got eyes like your grandma or your granddad. Genesis gene. Genesis tells us how to act, how to behave, how to walk, what type of moves we should make. I know you've heard boss status. Everybody wants to be boss status, but Genesis is where we're going to talk about this. What we're going to talk about today. Genesis 1 simply says, it's going to be real quick today. Genesis 1 says, in the beginning, God created the heavens, and the earth. You may also hear it. You may hear it heaven and earth. You may hear it this way. You may hear heavens and the earth. But in the beginning, God is what I want to talk about first. In the beginning, God is what I want to talk about today. In the beginning, God. That's all I want to talk about today. When we begin, whatever you start, if you start a YouTube channel, if you get on social media, if you start school, if you're in a church, if you're in a relationship, if you even starting a business, education, in the beginning, God. Genesis 1 says, in the beginning, God. Just make sure when you start, when you begin your day, when you go to sleep and you wake up and you get that slob off your own, teenagers, if you may sleep with your cell phone and you wake up and your cell phone is right there. You say, bro, I must have been really tired. And you was on Snapchat all night. And when you wake up, in the beginning, God, just make sure you start your day. You start school, you start gymnastics, you start basketball practice. Make sure God is in your heart. Make sure God is on your mind. Always remember Jesus. In the beginning, Genesis 1 says, in the beginning, God. So just make sure before you start, whatever you're starting, make sure in the beginning, God. In the beginning of the year, it has been chaotic already. Chaos has carried over from one year to the next. But guess what? In the beginning, God, and we will be all right. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right because in the beginning of a year, in the beginning of the semester, in the beginning of class, in the beginning of a business, in the beginning of a relationship, talking to you seniors, will you go with me? Check yes or no. Whatever you got going on, when you start, before you start, in the beginning, God. So just make sure you start with God. Always remember Jesus. You probably never heard of this song, but it's a wonderful song. Always remember Jesus, Jesus. Somebody sing it with me. Sound good. Always remember Jesus, Jesus, always keep him on your mind. In the beginning, God. All right, guys. See you next time. Make sure, if you have not accepted Jesus in your heart, make sure you pray this prayer. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Parents, teachers, churches, thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your offering. See you next time. Later. Peace.